Hi. Hi, Joey. Nice to meet you.
Hi Angela, how you
Good,
doing?
thanks. So, I'll
Good.
start my questions. I'm Italian too. So,
Love it.
my first question is, does your future wife have to know how to make sauce?
That would be a 100% a perk. I am not the best cook, so I'll take any help I can get. I love that you said sauce too. It is not a requirement, but it'd be a great perk.
Okay. So, does your family have big Sunday dinners still?
Yeah, my family's kind of a little bit non-traditional. We're all over the place. Big Italian family meals I remember most was going to visit my grandparents. We used to always have. They lived in upstate New York and Utica, and
Oh,
whenever we'd come to visit, a lot of my other relatives are still in the area. But everyone's all over now. My
yeah.
grandma moved to Florida. I got family in Richmond. Majority of my closest family's in Philly area still, which is great. But everyone's all over, so we didn't really have the big dinners.
Okay. So, are they planning your family like a party for to watch the premiere?
Oh, 100%. My sister's going all out.
Oh, nice.
She is married into another Italian family, and they do it big. So I'm sure she's doing something amazing at the Monzo household for that one, and they'll have a good time.
All right, great. Um, so how many people mispronounce your last name? Did you have to train Bachelor producers?
My entire life, yeah, that's a usual one. I've been remembering that since I've been in middle school how to re-say my name, but it's Graziadei, but I would never expect anyone to say that. So I just say Graziadei. I try to break it down into those three different syllables so people can get it.
So how did it come about that you first applied to the Bachelorette?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a different one. I was in Hawaii, and
Hmm.
one of the producers actually DM'd me. So it started with
Oh, okay.
someone DMing me and asking if I had interest, and from that, I kind of went through the whole application process. And before I knew it, I was on The Bachelorette.
So before the Bachelorette, before you were cast, did you were you ever on the dating apps?
Not really. I think I
Okay.
lasted all of a week on Hinge, and it just was not comfortable for me. I'm not a dating app guy. My entire life, I've always been mutual friends, trying to
Right.
find people through natural situations. I always felt very uncomfortable trying to do those apps, and
Hmm.
yeah, I think my overall hours have to be less than a week on one of those things.
Oh, wow. Okay. What did you tell producers that who you were looking for in a partner?
I think for me, I tried so much to focus on personality. I've dated a lot of different women that come from different parts of life that look different. It's never been about that. I think beauty comes in so many different ways. For me, it was about finding someone that I actually was going to be compatible with. And a lot of what I said was just a very kind hearted, sweet person. I wanted someone that was compassionate, that thought of other people, because I know how much I try to do that in my everyday life. And if I
Hmm.
can't have a partner that does that too, it's just not going to work out at the end of the day. So I really tried focusing on that, and I think they had an open idea of who they could bring in, which I love too.
Okay, great. By the way, my connection, I don't know whose connection it is, but like it's a little lag. Do you guys see that or no? No? You don't see that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we see it a little bit too, Angela.
Okay,
We're
just making sure. Okay.
sorry.
So what's an amenity of the mansion that surprised you?
Sorry, what was the question again, Angela?
What's an amenity of the mansion, like something that was in the mansion that surprised you, like a perk?
I think the biggest thing when you walk into the mansion that surprises you when it's during the season is that there's actually in the living room like there's lights, like the open ceiling, there's lights and there's like setups for it. So
Okay.
that was weird because you just think of the living room, but then I looked up and I was like, this kind of looks like a set, and that was probably the biggest
I
thing
get
that
what you're saying.
surprised me when I walked in.
So I went to Villanova, so not too
No,
far from, I'm from New York, but I went to Villanova. So I saw that you're a Pike, which was my favorite fraternity at Villanova.
love it.
So do your fraternity brothers watch you on TV and do they make fun of you or do they support you or
Oh, they love Mondays. One of my buddies just texted me and said Mondays are back, is what he just texted me. So they are so excited for this. I have a really good group of friends that still stayed in the Philadelphia area because I went to Westchester University.
Right.
I got so many boys that have been so supportive, and they just can't wait for it to roll again. So
So is there
they're
like a
very excited.
Is there like a group chat where they give you feedback on that night's
Oh,
episode?
100%. There's if I want to tune into any live feed, I can just open up my phone and let that group chat roll. They had so much fun during the Bachelorette season, and now they're gonna have probably too much fun with this being my season.
Oh my
So
gosh, it's too
yeah,
funny.
it'll be fun to tune into that for myself.
I also saw you were the president of the fraternity when you were there.
Yeah,
That's so
it
cool.
was a pretty crazy experience.
Pretty cool.
We were actually, when I was a freshman was when the Pike came to our campus, so it was an expanding like fraternity life at our campus. So I
Mm.
was a freshman coming in, and by my sophomore year, I had the opportunity to be president. And I don't know, it was a cool way to make a little imprint on the whole entire organization. And what I love most is like all of my friends by my senior year were either people that I recruited as a recruitment chair or president, or people that I was rushing with as a freshman. So that kind of made it feel like it was your, a really good group of friends that you kind of got to choose on your own.
Yeah. So when they announced you were the Bachelor, and until now, have any like celebrities reached out to you to tell you that they're a fan or follow you on social media?
I think I've gotten a couple of cool follows, but I don't. The thing is, I try as much as I can, Angela, to stay out of those DMs. I know there's nothing good for me there. I am trying
I
as
get it.
much as I can to stay out of there. So I think I've had comments from time to time or some cool moments of people.
Yeah.
Like I'm a huge Chelsea Cutler fan, who's a musician, and she kind of connected with a
Mhm.
couple of the guys in the show because she's a fan.
Oh,
Little stuff like that happens is always like, this is kind of crazy. I think Angelina from Jersey Shore was another one. I was like, this is
ah,
wild that people know who I am, but I try to stay out of as much as I can. I was lucky when I was in Hawaii. I got to meet a lot of people from teaching tennis that were celebrities, and I know at the end of the day they just want to be treated like normal people.
yeah.
So I try not to get too caught up in it.
So before this interview, I went on Twitter to see like what people are saying about you, and so many people are saying that you were the hottest Bachelor in the whole franchise ever. So what do you say to that, and how does that make you feel?
I think it's hard not to feel good about that, but I just say thank you. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. It's wild. There's been a lot of love that I've been getting to start this season, and to hear that stuff, to hear the support, just gets me excited.
All right, great. And one more question, since we're in New York, since this is the post, you were in New York for New Year's Eve. Do you come in here often, and like, do you have favorite spots?
Yeah, so this is all new to me. One of the guys in the show when I was on The Bachelorette, John B, lives here. So whenever I've come, I've tried to go with him. He's been showing me around quite a bit. I've
Nice.
had some great food when I've been with him. I know one of the spots that stuck with me was Soother, which was one of his favorite food spots. It's delicious. I just that's the one that sticks in my head. But I'm learning. I know I'm gonna be spending a lot of time here. I've loved New York, so my goal is really just
Oh,
to try to
awesome.
get more accustomed with it.
Okay, and quick last question. What's your trick to remembering all the girls' names and where they're from?
Yeah, I'm lucky that since I teach tennis, I've had plenty of
Oh,
time with big clinics, and
oh
I've
my
met
gosh,
like
that's
12 to
true.
15 people at once. So names, I think you can ask anyone, recall of names, recall of conversations, recalls of where they're from. It's a weird skill that I've had a lot of time to practice from teaching tennis.
Oh my gosh, I never even thought of that. That's true. Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
it was a good
amazing.
one.
Thank you so much,
Awesome.
and congratulations on and we're looking forward to watching you along with your fraternity
Thanks,
brothers.
Angela. I appreciate it.
Bye, ciao. Bye guys. Thank you.
Bye, Angela. Thank you.
Bye, thanks. Thank you.